Right, okay, touch glove, good luck. All right.
Well, this is a fight that's been 2 years in the making. It's also a fight that's captured the imagination and generated huge interest. Two men who split opinion, a fight that splits opinion. It has to be the...
Jake Paul will force a rematch with Tommy Fury after he lost a split decision in their clash on Sunday. Paul has been campaigning for a rematch ever since, but claimed last week, ahead of the announcement that he would be fighting Mike Tyson, that Fury has priced himself out of the fight. Jake is slated to fight again on April 26th against an, as of yet, unnamed opponent. As he looks to stay active, he is also looking to make his MMA debut in 2024, so that could create some issues when it comes to a rematch with Tommy. That, he claimed, would be worth up to $20 million in guarantee money for Tommy, despite the boxer having no mixed martial arts experience. He has now lifted the lid on his thoughts about a rematch with Jake. I'm out for a good 6 months, but after that, I'm looking to get it on. Me and Mr. Paul have some leftover business. We'll tend to that, Tommy said. The pair finally stepped into the ring together in February 2023, and despite Jake scoring a knockdown in the latter rounds, Tommy controlled the fight, scoring a split decision victory and breaking the problem child's unbeaten run. There had been rumors that the pair would have their rematch in the summer of 2023, but that came and went without happening. Tommy ultimately fought and beat KSI at the end of 2023, but came through with an injury. This is my first main event. If he wants a rematch, bring it on, Fury said. Paul certainly gave no indication he was going to abandon his adventure in boxing. This is definitely a humbling experience, Paul said, but he added, I've made it further than I ever thought that I would, and beyond. Undeterred, it seems, Paul intends to see how much further he can still go. He has made it clear that he will force a rematch. Paul has a rematch clause that he intends to exercise. We can run it back, Paul said. I think we deserve that rematch. He continued, all respect to Tommy. He won. Don't judge me by my wins. Judge me by my losses. Paul claimed he had problems in training camp which made him flat in the fight. It was in the last round when Paul made a breakthrough, slamming the left into Fury once again, catching his opponent stepping forward and dropping him to the canvas. But nevertheless, there were still some bright moments for the problem child. He clipped Fury with his left, catching him with that lead as a hook and jolting Fury when he threw it straight. Paul met Fury in an 8-round bout in Saudi Arabia. It proved to be the first loss of his pro boxing career, but it was also the first time Paul had taken on an opponent with a background in the sport. Paul struggled at times, while Fury did show greater variety. Fury got his jabs off first and was more assured in his footwork and movement. That left Paul looking exposed on occasion and vulnerable to countering rights. Even Fury noted of his antagonist, Jake Paul took some good shots. He's a far better boxer than I thought he was, but it will give Paul hope and some positives to work from. I felt flat. I got sick really bad twice in this camp, injured my arm. This wasn't my best performance, but that's no excuse, he said. Fury welcomed the prospect of a rematch. When Jake Paul started targeting fights with pro boxers, he immediately set his eyes on Tommy Fury. Despite also being a British reality TV star, Tommy ticked the boxes for Jake given his family background in boxing. Since then, Jake has continued to float the idea of a rematch, including a double-header inside the MMA cage that would coincide with his PFL debut. A 6-month wait for Tommy to return to training would, realistically, put them in a position to fight at the back end of 2024. But I do want to fight him again, because I want to get the job done properly and give everybody what they want to see. Jake Paul on the canvas, this time not getting up. I think that's what everybody wants to see now.